Since 9ish, Sports Block with Red powered by the Monarchy. And also we rolling a duo tonight. I don't say and let's just go ahead and get it out the way. Lakers got swept.
Yeah.
LeBron took 4 straight L's to the Denver Nuggets.
No. The Lakers took 4 straight L's to the Denver Nuggets because
But
this is
LeBron.
not an individual sport,
It is not.
and that's why I get flustered with people when they with the comparisons between Michael Jordan and LeBron James. First off, just stop. Stop. They don't even play the same position.
But they can't though.
And that's what's sad. That's what's really sad is that people cannot stop the comparison so much to where that they're missing out on appreciating. Hey, dude is cold.
Yeah.
I'm not even like a LeBron fan like that or nothing. But I hated Michael Jordan.
Now why you hate MJ?
I was even though he played for North Carolina, MU and North Carolina are my college basketball let's goes. I wasn't a Michael Jordan fan when he was in North Carolina. I was a Sleepy Floyd fan. I was a James Worthy fan. I was a fuck it. Damn it, I forgot the point guard's name.
Kenny Smith.
Kenny Smith. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was rocking with them. And he was there, but I was rocking with them. And then actually, I was kind of like Quarter. Once they left, I kind of stopped fooling with North Carolina while Mike for that year that Mike was there without them. And I kind of was rooting for more Georgetown because Pat. But then once Mike left NC, I was back.
So once he left, you was talking again.
Oh, I was talking again. So yeah, I just so stop comparing them. They're not the same. They don't even play the same position. They're not even the same type player.
But in the in the GOAT conversation though,
In the GOAT conversation, it's already been resolved because the goal of basketball is to put the ball through the hoop more than the other person. Ain't nobody done that more than LeBron James
at all.
At all. And on top of that, he's number 4 in assisting people in doing that. So it just is what it is. I don't think there's anybody else that's in top 10 in both.
No, not even close.
Yeah, so I mean that is amazing.
Yeah.
Not only did he do enough scoring to become the all-time scoring champion leader, he dished the ball enough to be the number 4 all-time assist leader.
And in itself, that will put him in the Hall of Fame. Just being number
doing
4.
Doing one or the other.
One or the other.
We'll put. Look, and I'm not knocking Michael Jordan. Dude was nice. Dude was a cold-blooded killer on that court. But fuck him. Still, I was a Knicks fan. I was a Spurs fan. I ain't like the Cavs. I really never really liked the Cavs. Even when LeBron was with the Cavs the first time or the second time, I didn't really like the Cavs. I ain't never been a big Cavs fan. No disrespect to Craig Elo and Hot Rod and Bradley or Brad.
They got that nigga doing NASCAR, and I can't think of his name.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about though. You know, no disrespects to none of them, but I just wasn't never rocking with.
Now, do you give it I guess marks against LeBron for not winning all the championships? As far as he's 4-6 in the.
He's 4-6 in the finals. That is not the best record to have, but I'm not gonna knock that. This dude went to the finals. What was it like?
Was it
8 years straight?
Yeah.
Dude, only Bill Russell in that squad, in them Celtic squads. And that was 70 years ago.
Yeah.
Dude, that's amazing.
Very much so.
Dude, this man, as still essentially a child, took a squad where the best player outside of himself was Zydrunas Ilgauskas and took them to the finals. And won a game in the finals, I think. Yeah, he won a game.
It was a gentleman's sweep.
Dude, he had Delonte West. No offense to Delonte. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. But come on. Who else did he have on
That squad was terrible.
that squad was horrible.
Yeah, I don't say Booby Gibson.
I forgot about Booby. And Booby was decent. And then Booby just like fell off.
Got with Keisha.
But yeah, so I am and then the question I ask people is, if we had the ability to take all the players in the NBA ever and do a draft to start a franchise, who are you taking to start your franchise with?
Me personally, I'm going Shaq.
Not a bad call, because Shaq is the most dominant player ever. Now, my question, just since we're on that, my question to you about that is, are you taking the Shaq that we know, or are you taking the version of Shaq that there should have been?
Damn.
Because the version of Shaq that should have been is like a 10-time NBA champion.
Yeah, that now see that Shaq wouldn't have been fair. It's a reason why that nigga ended up being what he was. Cause in shape, like really wanting to play basketball and be the best that he could possibly be, Shaq would have been unfair.
Should have been the GOAT.
Yeah.
Without question. No one has been built like Shaq that could move like Shaq.
Yeah.
No one.
Ever.
We may never see. Zion Williamson's close.
He ain't 7'2",
but he ain't 7'2",
330.
But he's about as close as people are gonna see now. And if he could ever get his legs and ankles right, he'll be a force to reckon with. But Shaq should have been the GOAT. There should have been nobody that could have stopped Shaq.
But
not even Akeem.
Akeem.
Akeem shut Shaq the fuck down every time they play.
But we talking about Shaq only being in the league for what, 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, it didn't matter. Shaq should have come into the league the greatest.
He was almost there though.
He was almost. And I really think that had he stayed in Orlando, that would have happened.
Man, Shaq
and Penny, Shaq, Penny, Dennis Scott. Yeah, I really think had he stayed in Orlando, hungry Shaq would have been. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Orlando really be fumbling the bag though.
Orlando on a consistent basis.
Cause even after that squad, even when they got
Dwight Howard.
Now before that, cause they had Grant Hill.
Oh,
and
Grant Hill and
Tracy McGrady.
Yeah.
But they were supposed to get Tim Duncan. And you know who fucked that up, don't you? Doc.
What?
Yeah. Tim Duncan came down for his visit because he was going to leave the Spurs. And he asked Doc, could the families of the players...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Could they... And he was like, nah, families can't fly on the plane.
Can't fly on the plane.
And I was like, well, that'll do it for you. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, that's one of them ones where I'm like, you know what, Tim? Yeah.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we got a whole nother plan for your family.
Whole nother one. And it's all the seats are first class.
All of it's a charter. It's all you. Your kids, it's a little basketball court in the back. Your kids can
All
run
of
up and
that.
down, all that shit, son.
Everybody got their own bathroom.
Y'all ain't even got to sit down when you take off. You know what I'm saying? We got you like that, Timbo. We love you.
Yeah, I think like all of his mishaps in the playoffs, I think that trumps all of those. Like you could have had Tim Duncan, Grant Hill, and T-Mac.
Whew. That's a couple rings.
I mean, at least
That's a couple rings.
because they battling those first Lakers championships in the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And shit after that, hell, Detroit's not winning. Detroit's not beating them. And then who else went? New Jersey, when they had like Jason Kidd and Richard Jefferson and all
and
them.
Sean Elliott.
Yeah.
Not Sean Elliott. Damn, the big dude. Light skin.
Oh, that went to Cincinnati. I can't think of his name, but his son.
Not Carlos Boozer. Damn, dude that was making fun of Kenyon Martin. Kenyon Martin making fun of Alonzo Mourning when he had kidney issues. Hey, my kidneys. Hey, my. I was like, oh damn, dog, that's cold blooded.
He was a true asshole.
Oh man, I mean, don't get me wrong. I laughed and I probably got less air conditioning in hell because of it. But I was like, damn, dog, that's all bad.
Man. So yeah, Lakers got swept, and then Miami is up on Boston 3-0. I'll say they're playing right now. I'll say it's probably the third quarter. I'll say they were up at half. This is because hell, last week I said there was no
92-83, about 8.5 left in the fourth quarter.
Ooh, Miami, they still up?
Boston is up,
okay.
Actually.
Because yeah, this time last week I said there was no way that Denver and Miami would be in the championship, and this is what's gonna happen unless Boston runs off 4 straight, which I do not see happen.
I don't see it happening either.
Because playoff Jimmy's not gonna let that happen.
Playoff Jimmy. Been trying to tell y'all. That's playoff Frank cousin.
Might be his daddy.
Oh. I don't think Jimmy that old. Nah, they cousins. They might be brothers. Shit.
Is Mike his pops too?
Could be. This one played football. That one played hoops.
Man. And I'll say shout out to Frank Clark. He beat one of those cases. I don't know if he beat both of them, but
oh, fresh.
So yeah, machine guns and silencers. Hey, ride around. If you got enough money, you can get away with it.
Ride out.
Even in Cali.
For Cali to have such restrictive gun laws, everybody got a gun.
Yeah, a lot of violence.
I understand Missouri have why it's so violent. In Missouri, everybody got a gun. But you don't know everybody got a gun because everybody got ability to conceal without having to carry no permit to conceal.
So you just got to assume that they got it.
I just assume. And you can open carry.
Yeah.
So, damn, boy, hey, they have made it in the state of Missouri. They like, hey, you got a gun.
But that's not a question, though. You got a gun.
Oh, I assume everybody got a gun because I just be like, shit, it's Missouri. Shit, and of course, the youngins, they don't know how to just carry a 9 or a 38 or a 40 cal. I got to carry this motherfucking thing here. You know what I'm saying? I got this here, this 22 with the nuts.
All the way out.
Got 2 dicks. What? Why?
No aim.
You should be a porn star.
No, the worst shit I done seen though.
Let me stop.
I was at the damn gas station that went over on Raytown Road. That's right, like when you pass Bannister, or is that James A. Reed? One of them.
Right there at the corner on Raytown Road.
A little further up though.
Past Bannister? That might be James A. Reed. That's James A. Reed.
Okay. So coming out of there, the school had let out. So it was just kids everywhere. I was trying to get the fuck up out of there because I just don't like being around a bunch of ignorant ass high schoolers. Come outside, and there's 3 niggas standing outside. 2 of them got poles on them, but they not even trying to conceal them, and they got the extendos on them. I was like, yeah, I'm not even gonna pump my gas. Just let me get the fuck up out of here, cause that's not where I want to be. I don't never want to be around nowhere where niggas just don't give a fuck that you know they got it on them, and they extend it. Yeah, I'm real cool on that.
Extended clips to me means you don't know how to shoot.
At all.
It does not mean that you are ready for a firefight. To me, it means that you just don't know how to aim, so you're just going to shoot up everything on the block.
Everything. Niggas be out here shooting with their eyes closed.
Man, dude, I can't remember. I was watching some YouTube footage and some street cameras or ATM cameras or something. Caught some dudes shooting on the street, and dude was literally
just letting them fly.
Just letting them fly, just eyes closed. I was like,
Fuck.
what? Dude, this ain't Call of Duty, big dog.
It's not. Ain't no reset on life. Definitely a power button though.
Man.
Oh, and and your boy Brady is about to be the new part owner of the Vegas Raiders.
The Raiders.
Now, let me ask you this. Let's just say the quarterbacks go down.
Because they can't have that third. They did just put the rule in where they can have the third quarterback there.
So Brady's sitting up in the booth,
and you know he know the offense.
Yeah.
Because this is the offense that he won them rings with.
Does it happen? Does Brady come up out the owner's booth and suit him up at any time this year?
That would be fucking hilarious.
I mean, cause he's already the GOAT, so he's like, I own the team, and I'm about to go out here and
I'm about to be the first owner player.
Cause what is there left for him to do at this point? That's really it.
Give me a couple million.
And I didn't read if that was gonna affect his job, because he was going Fox?
He was thinking about not taking the Fox job.
For what they was giving him though?
Yeah, he was just thinking about not taking the Fox job. He's like, yeah, you know what? I'm thinking about not taking the Fox job.
Man, because 30 plus?
Well, that's when but he may not, I don't know. I don't see why he couldn't be he might not be able to be a team owner and do the Fox stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's got to be some sort of conflict.
Because that's probably that seems like it may be but I don't see how, because he's always going to be like, go Raiders. And can't nobody be like, hey, man, shut the fuck up about the Raiders. Because,
like, I own them.
He own them. How you going to tell somebody, you know what, I would? I'd be like, fuck you. Shut up, Brady. Y'all ain't beat the Chiefs in like 13 years. Oh, my bad. Y'all beat them a few years ago, and when y'all did, y'all circled the stadium in the bus, did a victory lap, and then tried to act like y'all didn't.
So you gotta celebrate them dubs.
Then y'all got victory lapped during the next game against the Chiefs, and have ever since.
Man.
Have you noticed the Chiefs? I mean, they pull no quarter. They hold no quarter against the Raiders. All the other teams, once they get up like 21 or something like that, you see them, Andy pull out a whole different playbook where they just chilling, just running shit, just trying shit. Not the Raiders. The Raiders, they get up 21, they pull out a whole new playbook to get up 41. And then they pull out a whole other playbook to try to get up 60. I'd be like, damn, Andy, I understand, but damn. You just beating dead people now, Eddie.
Man.
Do that to everybody else.
Nah, just them.
Just them.
Just them.
Dude, I think we talked about it a little last week, but I don't think I said anything last week because I had to really do a little research and think about it. But I feel like the Chiefs are a little more dangerous this year than they were last year.
Hmm. I'm gonna say for just offensively, defensively, both.
As a whole.
So just the team.
Yeah,
like the team
but
is scarier.
The team is scarier as a whole, but I feel like the offense took a very slight step forward. You're not going into the same. You're not going into the off season this year with the same questions you did last year. You know who your running backs are.
Yeah.
You know what to do with them. I mean, you really know what to do with them.
And they know what to do.
Yeah. Drafting, what's his name? Rice? Rashee Rice from SMU. Dude is fast.
Yeah.
I knew dude had some speed on him, but I went and checked him out on some YouTube. Dude is fast and can actually catch. That's what we wasn't getting from McCole Hardman.
Yeah.
That we wasn't getting.
And Rice actually plays fast too.
He
like
Kadarius Toney.
Fast, yeah. Because Hardman is, I mean, he's
Hardman is straight line fast, and Hardman is track speed fast, and Hardman's got decent speed in pads. Because if you let him get to his top speed in pads, you're not gonna catch him. But it takes a while for him to get to his top speed in pads. It looked like it didn't take Rice, but maybe 3 steps, and he's at top speed. That's fast, and he's got some size on him.
They definitely did good in this draft, and yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna root for y'all, but I'm not gonna root against y'all as much this year.
I don't think. I mean, I went and did a little looking at the Titans draft stuff, and I think they did all right.
Boo.
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 Yeah, you see, you too close to it.
Boo.
But they did right by drafting the offensive lineman first round.
I just didn't want him.
And then
because I understand
who, Levis?
Yeah, because the
offensive lineman.
Yeah, because like we definitely needed offensive line. Like we were bottom 3 in the league. Like, by far. one of the worst offensive lines we've had in decades. So offensive lineman was needed first or second round. I just hope dude ends up being everything that they said he's gonna be. I mean, if they have to move him in the guard, I get it.
They'll
but
probably
we could have
move him
waited.
to guard. But if they do move him to guard, but that's because this is the dude that they were saying, you know what I'm saying, like Titans Ring of Honor tackle, Hall of Fame guard. So I'm like, shit. If you know he's gonna be he projects out as a Hall of Fame guard, why he shouldn't play one snap at tackle.
Yeah.
And y'all need a guard.
Oh, we need.
I mean, you
two
need all of it.
guards.
You need
Yeah,
a couple
we need
guards,
2 guards,
center,
we need two tackles.
2 tackles, coach. Hold on, who's y'all's coach now? I like y'all's coach.
It's still Vrabel.
I'm okay with Vrabel. So he's earned 1 more year with me.
He's extremely hard headed though.
He is well, that's, I don't want to say it's the Belichick tree because I don't think he ever coached under Belichick.
No.
But playing for Belichick, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, extremely hard headed though.
He's but to a degree, that's gonna pay off for y'all. I don't think it's gonna ever work out in a Super Bowl while he's the coach for the Titans.
Man,
but y'all should win the South.
If Jeff Fisher could take us to a Super Bowl,
It was
Red
also,
Bull can.
well, it was different. He had Steve McNair
Yeah.
and Eddie George, and then that defense.
Yeah.
That defense was, man. I was watching the shit. I think it was the St. Louis Titans Super Bowl. They played on NFL Network last week.
Mm.
I was watching that and I was like, I forgot all about that defense for real. I forgot about Bullock. I forgot about Hainsworth.
So yeah, Blaine Bishop.
Blaine Bishop.
Safety.
Yeah. The corner. There was a hard hitter. He was laying fools out. Yeah, I was like, damn, I forgot about them. Yeah, they were a scary defense. Yeah, and they really did take it to the greatest show on turf.
Yeah, so if we would have played any other team, I think
y'all would have won.
Yeah,
And I think it not just won. I think it possibly would have been a blowout.
But that squad was too much. Greatest show on turf was just like
the defense was blah, but ooh lord.
But even the defense, like every level, they
had somebody okay at every level. I'm not gonna sit here and say that they had,
because they had let's see, Carter on the line. They had London was London Fletcher.
They
did
have
squad?
London Fletcher on the.
And then they had Aeneas Williams at corner. Like shit.
By the time they had Aeneas Williams, though, he was kind of. I ain't gonna say he was
cooked. A little long in the tooth, but he was still serviceable.
He should have been a safety by the time they got him. Leave them hookers alone.
He's reformed.
He was reformed then.
Gave his life to God.
I ain't gonna touch it. But yeah, that defense was solid, and it's not even like a knock against the Titans this time. I'm just being honest. I just don't see anybody really getting past the Chiefs consistently or at all. I guess the Bengals, we'll see how they do when they give Joe Burrow his contract. If they give Joe Burrow,
it's coming. There's no way.
It's still the Bengals, man.
There's no way.
Hey, don't be surprised.
Especially everything that just happened with Lamar. Like same division, they saw that going down. Like they're gonna nip that shit in the bud.
Hey, we'll see.
Because they already working on it. And he said they working on it, so everybody know they working on it.
We'll see. It's the Bungles.
So give me a percentage. A percentage that Joe Burrow does not re-sign with the Bengals and goes elsewhere.
35.
I'm saying 0. Matter of fact, negative 35. There is negative 35% chance that Joe Burrow is playing for another team at any point within the next 10 years.
35.
None whatsoever. None.
Hey, it should be none. And any other team, I'd be like, oh, no, he's never going anywhere.
Because, I mean, look at
they're just going to overpay him if nothing else. But
because I think everybody in that draft class, because it was him, let's see, Herbert, Tua, who else?
Shit, was Josh Allen in that class?
No, he was
the year before.
Yeah. And dude from Philly,
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jalen Hurts and Tua.
And then Jordan Love was also in that class. So I think out of all those,
hey, he is like the ultimate like non-factor somehow. I mean, this is like his rookie year.
It really is though. And everybody else been starting.
I really have no idea what to expect from Jordan Love. So
I don't think he's going to be as bad as everybody thinks. But,
well, this is year 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, year 4. So you should have the offense memorized
Yeah.
because they haven't changed it, and it's really gonna be probably less than what you know, because I'm pretty sure they're just gonna have you turn around and hand that ball off a lot.
They got the backs for it.
You got to run. Hey, that's what they've been building the past 2 or 3 years, and they were trying to thinking Aaron Rodgers was gonna retire because they was getting ready for Love, the era of Love.
You know that's gonna be a thing up there.
Everybody wearing tie dye. Bring back Dude Love from wrestling.
Tie-dye cheese heads.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Man. But yeah, like I said last week, I really think the dude he's gonna give y'all the game. It's gonna be right around that time where like he's for real gonna start feeling himself, and yeah, the Packers they're gonna give y'all an L. You heard it here first.
Nah, I don't think so.
Love stats, 380
Oh,
with
you talking about for the whole season?
no, just for that game.
Shit.
3 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown.
Shit. Even if he did, they still gonna lose. Because it would take for him to throw 400 and for them to have 200-yard rushers. Because that would mean that they kept the ball in their hands the entire game and Patrick never touched it. Otherwise, Chiefs by 30.
Nah.
That game at Green Bay?
Yep.
Oh, it's going to be in the cold, too?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chiefs by 15.
The Packers with a surprise.
Nah. Ain't nobody going to be surprised. Pacheco going to be mad in the motherfucker because it's cold. And he going to just be running, angry.
Nah, he used to it, though.
He going to just hitting that one hole, mad. One, hole, mad, mad,
So I'll say with with Pacheco and McKinnon, is there any possibilities that y'all get Ezekiel Elliott?
I don't think I would. Man, I think
If y'all can get him for the low,
if I get him for the veteran, if I can get him for the veteran minimum, I would take Zeke. Fuck it.
Cause shit, I would take Zeke right now.
Yeah, I'm not, because you know what I'm gonna do with Zeke at the veteran minimum. Zeke about to be my goal line guy. You about to be my heavy guy, my heavy set guy.
And you know he's good for it.
Yeah, Zeke is still good to get you 3.5 a carry.
And he got decent.
And that's just him getting you 3.5 a carry. If you got the right line, it's gonna be 4.5 or 5.0. Still, they just was tired of Zeke down in Dallas, and Zeke was probably tired of being in Dallas. He was like, I knew we ain't gonna never win. We the Cowboys. We're not supposed to win.
But they definitely had a squad that should have won more than what they did.
Oh, that squad they had should have at least made it to one Super Bowl.
And I'm not gonna say a Super Bowl, but an NFC Championship game.
They should have gotten to a Super Bowl. I feel like what was it? 3 years ago, squad when they had Zeke
still had
full
the line.
health, still had the line.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver, and it still had what's the name, Amari Cooper. They just got, you know what I'm saying. So all that plus the tight end.
But they didn't have Micah yet, though.
They didn't have Micah yet, but the defense was still okay. And I think that they should have definitely gotten to a Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, NFC Championship game at least.
At the very least, but really,
everybody
I think
stay
Super
healthy.
Bowl.
Like everybody stay healthy, I can see them getting to a Super Bowl. But I mean, look who that coach was back then, though. You saying 3 years ago?
Oh yeah, it's Jerry's son.
Your boy was trash.
You'll get no pushback from me. He's an even worse announcer.
Oh, what network he on now?
Is he on Fox? I think he's on CBS. I think CBS, but it may be Fox. I just remember watching him on a couple of games last season and was like, "Ooh, this dry." But I think he got a gig, didn't he?
I don't think so.
I thought he got a pick. I thought somebody.
Now what's prom gonna do this year? Because it was looking pretty bad. I know a lot of people, they had issues with the streaming services last year on prom. When I watched them, it wasn't terrible, but it definitely wasn't up to par. It wasn't as bad as what people were making it out though.
I didn't have any problems with any of the actual watching of the game, or the physical watch. My issue was more. I thought that the post game and pre game crew is trash.
Yeah. Wasn't great.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think I like Tony Gonzalez, but I don't want to. Nah.
And I say Fitz just don't fit with the rest of them at all.
Which you got to have a wild card. Cool, understandable, but and then Richard Sherman. I like Richard Sherman. I just don't like Richard Sherman as a whatever it is they're doing this pregame. I don't like that. Because I like Richard Sherman talking shit.
Yeah. Like put him on a sports show. Put him on one of the Fox, like early morning shows. Let him, let him rock out on that. Or give him unedited like podcast type show. We can for real talk some shit on there.
That would be dope. So, but everything else about the Amazon stuff, I ain't really have an issue with it. I thought it was cool that you could like switch the announcers or some shit. The little, all that shit was kind of cool. I didn't have an issue with that. Other than that,
I think they're gonna switch up the. I don't know, somebody, because somebody don't fit. And I think I for real think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be Fitz. Like they'll
keep Fitz because you gotta have a wild card. You gotta kind of have somebody that's gonna be somewhat unpredictable, a little unpredictable. Like the Terry Bradshaw type. I don't know, man. They got to do something because it was definitely milquetoast.
No cinnamon.
If I had heartburn, nausea, upset stomach, or diarrhea, I could have took that show and been all right. That's right. Word to the big fish. Big fish look good on the show. I'm gonna get me some more of these.
So get them in different colors and then hang out on the 31st and Prospect
and
beat up the Israelites.
I'm cool. I'm good. I should have clipped that footage.
In beating up the Israelites.
Won that one. Yeah, that was a wild video though.
Man,
I don't know if they should have, but they won that one.
It's safety in numbers.
It was like 37 of the Israelites I don't even know who was they. I don't even know who they was squabbing with. I thought they were squabbing with the other Israelites.
Some other church people that basically wanted to set trip, and
I was like, why are y'all both on
went
the?
over there to pull they power cord or something like that.
I was like, why are y'all both on the same corner? This is
Kansas City.
And then as soon as I said to myself, why are you, or asked myself, why are y'all on the same corner? Hey, hold up. And I looked and I was like, pause. 1, 2, 5. All right. 4, 7, 9, 12, 14, 16, 8, 13, 25, 30. Oh, I know how this is about to end.
Man.
Unpause.
Like, them niggas just kept coming out like a clown car and shit.
I was like, oh. And then when dudes pan back to the right and look down, and all of them was just had somebody just hemmed up. I was like, got him hemmed.
Get off my stomach, I can't breathe.
Got him hemmed up peacefully and shit. I was like, hey, you know, I will commend y'all for
not stomping him out.
Yeah, because y'all could have.
It definitely could have went way left.
Oh, it could have. But yeah, I was like, man, this was not a good look. I don't know if Yahweh happy. Damn, I didn't. Oh Lord, I'm sorry, y'all. I did not mean.
Hey, you might have shed a tear though.
It's Kansas City. It's a sport.
I'm surprised that nobody gets shot.
Right.
That's what I was waiting to hear.
That would have been the most Kansas City shit ever.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting to hear. Oh shit, the Israelites just shot somebody. I didn't even know they packed heat.
Only in KC.
Doop. Yeah, brother, we down here at the Bluefoot. You know we gotta pack that thing. Word to y'all. But God has provided security.
Man.
Won't He will.
Won't He will.
All right, let's get into these. Or did you have some other stuff?
Well, I was like before we do that, the Janelle's titty report.
Oh, Janelle's titties is happy, or she's happy when her titties are out, and she's watching the Monarchy. So tune in on Friday. And
they're on the cover of the Rolling Stones.
On the cover of Rolling Stones, and I ain't gonna lie, they in the Spank Bank. So, one of these days, I don't know if I'm sorry to say or not sorry. I don't know. This is probably
definitely don't be sorry about that.
This is probably just too much information for the sports show anyway. But fuck it, we already down on the road. So, one of these days, when I hit the old random button, and the old Spank Bank, Janelle Monáe titties, skeet. Didn't even get into it. Happened too quick. But yeah, she says she's happiest when her titties are out and watching the Monarchy. Allegedly.
No, that's a quote.
Oh well, I'm gonna put the allegedly on that because I don't want Janelle's peoples, her actual peoples, sliding. Hey, get your ass down, Tito.
Ain't no food over there, dude.
If y'all hadn't realized yet, we got a new mascot, Tito Libido. He cool. He kind of ornery though. He was over there by the cannabis trays.
Tito trying to get lifted.
No, he ain't.
He ain't trying to do that.
No, he ain't. He trying to get elbowed. Tito trying to get laid. That's what he trying to do.
Tito,
Libido.
Tito ain't puffing.
He trying to be stuffing. He rather stuff over puff.
Tito is a part owner of Dr. Dre's publishing company. Ain't nothing going on but fucking.
Ain't nothing going on but fucking. Ain't that right, Tito Libido? Yeah, Tito like shit. I'm old, big dog. Shoot. Wait till you my age. You right, Tito. You right.
All right, so that was the Janelle Monáe report, or the Janelle's titties report.
Yeah, them titties is tittying.
All right, so for the first Stardom, Sit 'em, Cut 'em.
Oh,
We got
shit.
Best oversellers in WWE/WCW/ just wrestling. But these are kind of specific though. All right, so best oversellers. The Rock specifically versus the Stone Cold Stunner.
Oh man, he purposely I've seen him interview about this a million times. He said, "Man, the more I would take it, the worse my to try to get Stone Cold to break character." So yeah, that was always the oversells were hilarious on the Stunner. Okay.
Then Ric Flair, but pretty much just Ric Flair.
Just Ric Flair.
Just Ric Flair.
Either they're running to the turnbuckle, running to the corner and then flip over and then be running on the ring apron, or the run bounce off the ring ropes and then stumble.
And then just fall flat on his face.
And then
the fear.
And then
the fear that he would show when people got back up on
I would say, and then later in life when he would do the stumble, fall, it was more of the fear of this nigga dead.
Yeah, will he get up? Like, was that real?
All right.
And then Shawn Michaels in any main event.
So what I'm doing? Sit, cut, what?
Yeah, start one, sit one, cut one.
Okay, start one, sit one, cut. Okay, I'm definitely starting Ric Flair.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit The Rock. I'm cutting Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Shawn Michaels can eat a dick.
Damn, what Heartbreak Kid do?
Current Heartbreak Kid, he alright, I guess. But old school Heartbreak Kid could eat a dick. Old school Heartbreak Kid was a dick. Mega dick.
Oh, he absolutely was a dick, yes.
And
see, I cut Shawn Michaels, but I actually started The Rock.
Hey, understandable. The sales on the oversells on the motherfucking Stunner are I'm going through them in my head right now. When he would he'd fall back and then he'd roll and flip up and be on his head.
Yeah, all the way on his head.
And then be all in the corner all fucked up and shit. But it doesn't compare to Ric Flair.
It kind of does though.
No, because Ric Flair could give them to you multiple ways. And he can give them all to you in the same match.
And sometimes he did.
It's complete repertoire.
Oh, it's a pay-per-view? Oh man, check it out. I'm about to hit you with all that shit, cuz check it. OG, look, nephew, just follow me, Ric Flair. Woo!
We're doing the full set list tonight, fellas.
Because of course he's gonna strut and fall at some point.
You gotta strut. That now that you say, because with the strut,
because it's Ric Flair, man.
I might have to move him up to the start.
Hey man, look, Ric Flair is the GOAT. You could put Ric Flair in any category, and I'm probably gonna start Ric Flair. It's gonna take a lot for me to not start Ric Flair, because I didn't even realize, but I didn't even think I was this big a Ric Flair fan. But dude, I'm like a huge Ric Flair fan.
Yeah. I mean,
dude, it's fucking hilarious, man.
You can't help
Woo! And he hit you with that out of nowhere. Woo! Hey man, when him and Jay Lethal did the
Classic.
woo. Oh, in TNA. Oh man, go look. Pause this right now if you're watching on YouTube, and open up YouTube in another window, and go and search J-Lethal Ric Flair woo off. You will not be disappointed. And when you come back, you will laugh because you'll be like, man, you sure wasn't lying. Trust me. So, welcome back. Glad you got your good laugh in. It's hilarious. Now you, yeah, brother. Woo, 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 woo. And then that motherfucker Rick took his shirt off. He's like, but yeah, man, it's Ric Flair, man. I mean, it's, don't get me wrong, the oversells on the Stone Cold Stunner by The Rock are the best reactions to the Stunner of anybody. Triple H had some decent ones, but nobody oversold the Stunner like The Rock.
Because the one where he was like for real, completely upright on his head, like that's just
flip backwards and he was,
all
his
the way
toes
on his
pointed in the
head,
air.
all the way in the air.
Or the ones where Stone Cold was stunning and then he bounced down and jumped down and bounced all the way back, like all the way to the ring.
He did the headstand one too.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Heartbreak Kid could eat a dick. I'm just sexy boy. Yeah, what? I don't like that. Yeah, that was that wasn't necessarily an easy one.
Oh, yeah,
But
Rick Rude.
Rick Rude, what about him?
He was a great overseller.
It was a few. These were just the like three of the best. So I don't say Mr. Perfect. Like he was.
Oh,
he
Mr.
was on
Perfect
some
was a
other
tremendous
shit.
overseller. I'll tell you who was a terrible sell was $1 Million Man.
Oh, Ted DiBiase.
Yeah.
Great ring work though.
Oh, great ring work. Great mic work. Didn't really sell it in the ring to me. All right, so who else you got?
All right, then we got Stardom, Sit 'em, Cut 'em. The 84 NBA draft, the 96 NBA draft, or the 03 NBA draft. So basically the Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, John Stockton, Charles Barkley, 84. 96 was Kobe, Steve Nash, AI. And then 03, LeBron, D-Wade, Melo, and Darko.
Yeah, Darko. Detroit Pistons to this day need a ass whoop for Darko Milicic being the number 2 pick overall.
Was it as bad of a pick though at the time?
Yes, it was a terrible pick.
Who did pass over?
D-Wade, Melo.
Carmelo.
Shit, just them two alone.
LeBron, yeah, because LeBron was going first, no matter what.
And then let's see, Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh, yeah. So yeah, they definitely.
Hey, but that was the beginner. Just give me any European you can find.
I mean, it was, and that's what I'm saying. At the time, it wasn't. It didn't
But
feel like.
I mean,
it
I
was
understood because Darko Milicic was like 7'1", and he was like 260, 270. So he wasn't like I mean, that's still kind of little to me for 7'1", but he wasn't like no 200-pound 7'1" dude. You know, he has some weight on him, and he's gonna put some more weight on him.
Right.
But he was a project at best, and I know you can't teach big, but y'all sure did draft losing. So take that.
So you put Melo on that squad. How many chips do they win?
3 or 4.
I'm saying 2.
No, they win 3 or 4. They don't win them all in a row. They win like 2. Then they probably had to reload, and then they maybe go back and win 2 more. But yeah, that squad with Melo, because Melo's a scorer. That's all they.
That's literally all they needed.
Yeah, Melo don't play no defense. Everybody else can play. Everybody else is playing defense on Pistons, but Melo don't play no. Oh yeah, that's all they need. Oh,
Melo out there like Olay.
Man, oh hey. So let's see. I gotta go with the Jordan start the '84 draft, because those are the guys that I grew up. That's when I started really watching basketball and understanding basketball and appreciating the basketball. Those are the guys that were those people. So for me, I got to start that draft. Then I'm going to go ahead and sit the 03 draft.
Okay.
And I'm going to cut the 96 draft.
Man, I guess, man, this one was a hard one. So
It's not. It wasn't easy, but if you know me, I can do without Kobe. No offense. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. I'm not saying but Kobe was a Jordan carbon copy, and Kobe he had some John Starks in him. He might shoot you out that game. Y'all was winning, now y'all losing.
One of them good old 11 for 27.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, what the fuck? We was just winning. We was up 7 at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Now we down
Pass
6.
the ball, Kobe.
What? Nah, what? And this is before it was just Kobe on the squad. So that's why, so the same way I feel like Shaq should have been the GOAT. Kobe should have been the best 2. And he's not really a 2. He's really your 1A, your 1B. You know what I'm saying? But when you got a Shaq, shit, everybody else is, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter who you are. You know what else is number 1. That's Big Dog. Let Big Dog eat. And, yeah. Shaq should have not been. Nobody should have won MVP in the regular season or the finals but Shaq for like 10 years straight. It should have been some new dominant. I mean, like some new true dominance that even back in the 50s when it was only 8 teams in the NBA that nobody has seen. I mean, Shaq should have.
So let me ask you this.
They should have changed the Shaq's shoe when the label of him dunking. That should be the NBA symbol right now.
So you're saying Shaq should have put up Wilt numbers?
Shaq should have been looking down at Wilt numbers.
Damn. So
Hey.
so you're saying Shaq should have been putting up 50 and 25?
Why not? I mean, real talk.
That's hard to do.
How you gonna stop him?
Hey man,
True.
that's a lot of weight to get motivated every night. I mean,
Oh, it wouldn't take much, because all you have to do in the first quarter is dump the ball in the Shaq. Shaq's gonna dunk that ball 12 times in the first quarter. 6 of them times it's gonna be on somebody. I mean, on somebody.
One of them good Dudleys.
he's gonna wait till somebody's covering him.
Right. And so, By the time halftime roll around and y'all done got dunked on by Shaq 27 times already, and 27 times is 54 points.
At half.
At half. At half. Shaq sitting the rest of the game. Y'all dog tired. Somebody might be hurt.
More than likely.
Feelings is definitely hurt.
Most definitely.
But they shouldn't be because it's Shaq. I mean, what you expect? Or this is my bad. This is motivated, in shape Shaq.
But is that possible?
And that's what we were saying.
It should have been.
It should have been, but it would have been way too hard.
Dude.
That's a gigantic body to keep that active.
I mean, 330, 82 games a year. That's. I mean, it's just a lot. I get it.
For 5 years, and I'm being dead serious now. For 5 years, in early Shaq's, let's say you take the last 2 years in Orlando and the first 3 years in LA. Those 5 years, Shaq should have been untouchable. Nobody should have been able to guard Shaq in any way, shape, fashion, or form without putting 4 people on him.
But they changed the rules for dude.
They had to.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, what more could he have done?
Hey, but that's just like saying Oliver Miller would have been a perennial all-star if he would have.
Oliver Miller didn't have what Shaq had.
Shaq was something different.
Shaq was different.
Shaq was just.
Shaq is different. A one of one.
Yeah.
We not gonna see that again.
Nah.
Like I said earlier,
built like that.
Zion Williamson's close, but he ain't 7'2".
We're supposed to see it again, but once again, physics played out. Eddie Curry.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. Eddie Curry was nowhere near what Shaq
Not what
had.
Shaq was. He was just a fat kid that came out of high school.
But the competition caught up by the time Eddie Curry came out.
Nah. Eddie Curry was decent.
Because I was like, he
At
wasn't
his
even the best
Eddie
center
Curry
in
was-
his draft.
He was
Shaq
decent.
was a physical phenomenon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shaq.
But so I'm saying,
Curry wasn't that.
With him being a phenomenon like that, you can't say that he should have been able to do more. It's incredible that he did what he did.
But Shaq,
No, even Shaq will say,
if he would have got in shape,
I should. There's no reason I shouldn't be. I definitely slacked off. I should have been the greatest. Because when you have the discussion of greatest, Shaq's name ain't ever mentioned.
no.
And it shouldn't be mentioned. Now, if you had a conversation of most dominant, that's
he's up
Shaq.
there, yeah.
Oh, that's I can't think Shaq and Chocolate Thunder. I can't think of anybody else.
And I say like Wilt, like early '60s, Wilt was doing like ungodly shit on the court.
Ooh, timely Chocolate Thunder reference, sir.
Oh, hey, Chocolate Thunder, man. He broke 2 rims down at Kemper Arena, and I was there for one of them. He came baseline.
He did break a couple here. I forgot about that.
He came baseline. Did that drop step turn. And boom! From the side. That must say, chink. The rim came down in his hand. He walked away. The rim shattered. I was like, oh, shit. Chocolate Thunder!
But I think there's a difference between the two of them. Like, Chocolate Thunder just yanked that motherfucker till it came out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Chocolate Thunder was
literally assaulting the rim.
Well, Shaq was just holding the whole stanchion because he was just breaking all of it.
Yeah.
But Shaq was different. That's what I'm saying. Chocolate Thunder 2, maybe even 3. Shaq. I'm off the screen. And but seriously though, for those 5 years, Shaq should have been there. I mean, don't get me wrong, Shaq was still damn. But you could tell that it was a lot of partying Shaq during the season.
And in the off season, because he was definitely making records.
Oh, he's definitely coming back in the off. And every season he came back like 10 pounds heavier. Which in the first couple years of your NBA career, all right, you know. But my G, you're up to like 360.
Not for real though.
Yeah, for real.
He really was at
You
one
was
point
at
like
360.
360. Shit.
We got to get these shorts special made.
Hey, that makes you think though. He might have been an awesome offensive lineman.
Shaq.
He would have been too big.
Shaq would have been a tremendous left tackle.
Yeah, dude.
That's way too big.
He didn't have to move around.
No, Shaq. Shaq is just a slightly bigger Jonathan Ogden, because Jonathan Ogden was 6'8".
Yeah.
And had the feet of a
6 more inches though.
Hey,
there's a 6'10".
Was Shaq really 7'2"?
I think he was.
Was Shaq really 7'2" or was Shaq like 6'11"?
No, he was at least 7'1".
I'm just saying, it's sports.
I know, but I don't think.
Now his shoe size definitely was 23 or 24 or whatever the fuck, because I saw the Reebok that they had at Foot Locker at Bannister Mall back in the day, and I was like, man, I could put my foot in there right now with my shoe on.
Twice.
And then still probably had some room left over. And I was like 17. Wearing a size 13. This fool foot was like a whole 10 sizes bigger than mine. Oh, well. Any more? Oh, what was yours? You never said yours on that
I
one.
don't say I gotta go 84 as my stardom.
Yeah, I mean that one's that part is almost no brainer.
It makes it hard for the other two though.
It does, but fuck 96.
I gotta go 96 because AI is my dude. Like I can't cut AI. I just can't do it.
I feel you.
With all the cats in that 03 one, I gotta take AI. So yeah, I'm cutting 03.
I disagree, but I feel you. It wasn't easy cutting 96 because I like AI.
Man, cutting LeBron is hard to do, but yeah, I had to
that's
do
the
it.
GOAT.
Pretty much.
I couldn't cut the GOAT. I didn't cut Jordan. See, y'all, I don't even like Michael Jordan, but I didn't cut Jordan because I understand Jordan's historical or his place in a historical reference and context and shit.
But it wasn't just Jordan in that one though. I mean, Jordan, Akeem, Chuck, and John Stockton.
Chuck was my favorite player until Chuck started tripping out.
Once he got on TV.
Or Chuck was one of my favorites, because James Worthy really was probably my all-time favorite player. Now, Chuck started tripping out like once he got to Houston. He started kind of being the Chuck that we know now. And I was like, hey, I don't know if I like this Chuck. This Chuck kind of a dick.
I think he was always that way though. Because even at 6'4", just at his position, like he does kind of have he played like he had.
He had a chip on the shoulder.
Yeah, like Napoleon complex.
Because he did. Because he was a 6'4" power forward. He wasn't a small forward or a shooting guard or nothing like that. He was a power forward at 6'4". Dude, that's why Charles Barkley was my hero, or not my hero, but my favorite hooper. Because I wasn't a big dude, but I played power forward. And I would get out there and I'd hoop. You know what I'm saying? I get my board. I get 10 boards a game. I'm out here like, yeah, baby, make it happen. And everybody on the team be like, man, how are you getting rebounds? I don't even know. Y'all don't even see you jump. I'd be like, I don't have to, baby. I got the power of Barkley. I would wear the Barkley Air Force. I wear the Barkley Forces. Oh, man. Yeah, man.
Man, they brought those back a couple of years ago.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Damn, I should have bought some.
Well, I was gonna say, speaking of shoes, I'll say this next one: start 'em, sit 'em, cut 'em. The Nike Air Force One, the Adidas Shell Toe, or the Reebok Classic.
Oh man, I'm starting the Adidas Shell Toe.
Okay.
I'm sitting the Reebok Classic, and I'm cutting the Air Force One personally because Air Force Ones are one of the most uncomfortable pairs of shoes that I have ever worn in my life outside of like Eastlands and hell, Timberlands are more comfortable than Air Force Ones.
Not
Yeah.
Tim's, not the Butters.
Yeah, the Butters is way more comfortable. If you get the good ones, you know what I'm saying? The right, oh
With the
yeah, they got
double
the with the
sole.
oh shit, yeah, them motherfuckers is way more comfortable than the Air Force Ones. Air Force Ones look fly. Don't get me wrong.
Flights over Air Forces for me.
Oh, flights, yeah, because flights had the fucking actual air in them. Air Force Ones just. They hurt. Stand in them joints for like an hour and a
Oh,
half.
don't do it.
I dare you.
Don't do it.
Just stand there. I ain't saying you got to walk around and crease them up. Just stand in them for an hour and a half.
Nobody is stomping in the Air Force One.
Nobody.
No.
Mm-mm.
That's never happened.
You mad? Because the motherfuckers don't really bend
Nah.
at the. That's why when you see the black forces and they be all, you know, somebody
Curled up.
Hey, that was the most dangerous person in the neighborhood.
Man.
Whoever forces those were that was all black and gnarled up.
Hey, don't discount black on black shell toe though.
Oh, black on black shell toes is fly.
No, I'm saying as far as gangsters is concerned.
Oh, it's a different kind. It's a different kind of gangster though. The black on black shell toe.
More smooth.
It's a little more, you know, old school. May pull a blade on you. You know what I'm saying? May sell you a short sack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They-
Black Air Force One. No, there's a thing called Black Air Force One energy.
Yeah. Them niggas shoot kids and women.
Yeah,
That's-
and there has never been anything positive associated with Black
Ever.
Air Force One energy.
Ever.
Ever.
Dark forces.
Hey, and I ain't never seen a non-creased pair of Black Air Force Ones. Every pair of Black Air Force Ones I've ever seen have looked like they've been through it. What's your record in these forces?
22-1.
Oh, boy, look, retiring.
And that one was only because that nigga had on triple black Air Force.
He had on some new Black Air,
they
or
was
he had
hot
on some
tops.
more gnarly Black Air Force Ones than I did.
He was missing laces.
Matter of fact, he had on some Pro Wings.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
Not the XJ900s.
Oh, yeah. He ordered them offline.
Don't forget where y'all came from.
Yeah.
Tom McKinn looked out for y'all ass.
Yeah, but I'm
Can't
I'm
say I ever
definitely
had
starting the shell toe simply because of its historic and shell toes is comfortable. I can rock some shell toe. I mean,
This is gonna sound crazy. I've never owned a pair of Adidas
I don't sound
Not
crazy.
even. of any type, not even Yeezys.
That's $700.
I can't really fault you.
I ain't mad at you for that. I'd actually kind of crack on you if you did. I'd be like, nigga, you bought some Yeezys?
Hey,
Your kids hungry?
like no lunch for you today, son. Daddy
These
gotta get
Yeezys
these
is clean, though, ain't they? Daddy, I can't eat Yeezys.
Hey,
Ain't nobody asked you to.
like we
Why would
rocking
you say
these.
some stupid shit like that? Eat some damn Yeezys. Man, get up out of here.
You don't eat Yeezys.
Eat no Yeezys. Get out of here before I tell you to eat something else. You'd be mad at me for life. Yeah, but I'm starting the shell toes. And then, hold on, you know what? Upon further review, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm switching my answer. I'm gonna sit the Air Force Ones
And cut them motherfucking class.
and cut the classics. I'm gonna tell you why. For one simple reason. Never had them in my size.
Classics.
Classics.
How is that possible?
Because they would fall apart
Because-
in 3 days.
No, because 13s and 14s in Reebok in normal shoes are 14 or 14s, 15s, and 16s in Reeboks, and they don't do those.
Yeah. And they be so narrow.
And so I would have to get a size and a half up in a Reebok to compensate.
Yeah.
So therefore, I never had the classics in my size.
Hey man, them motherfuckers was talking in 90 days, bro.
So I'm gonna, even though
only way you keep them motherfuckers clean is if you went to prison, dog.
Well, that was if you had the white ones. Because I was always trying to get the Nate.
No, the all black.
No, I would no. See, I'm okay, y'all. Look,
the all black ones.
I really try not to do any all black shoes, because all black shoes, unless they're dress shoes, just emote a certain vibe. And I'm already 6'3", 230-ish. People deem me as big. I ain't like the big dude to be eating and getting his gyration on.
Oh, yeah. Nobody needs to be like dude.
I ain't, and quick tangent, I ain't mad at Big Groove, because that's his name, Big Groove.
Oh, no. Oh, you talking about Big, that's a whole nother conversation.
I ain't mad at Big Groove or whatever. I just don't want to see it. I don't.
Nobody needs to see that.
No, it's people that want. It's some people that do. Unfortunately. Damn it, the hate. I don't hate Big Groove. It's just I feel like you could do other things to get to garner this attention besides what you're doing.
You really could.
But that's neither here nor there. I don't even remember what I was talking about.
Hey, we need to table that for Friday too, because we can have my other conversation I texted you about today.
You ain't gonna be there Friday.
Shit. Okay. I'll
had to remind him he had a gig. Ain't that some shit? My nigga. So I'm starting the shell toes, sitting the Air Force Ones, even though those are some of the most uncomfortable joints that you could ever wear, and cutting the classics because Reeboks always ran small. And don't get me wrong, I used to want to style. I could style, quote unquote, style the classics with everything I had because if I got the navy blue ones, they already ready to go. You know what I'm saying? That's all I needed. I mean, don't get me wrong, I go get some navy Chucks or I get some navy Cortezes. But it was something about the classics, man. The classics was nice, man. But they just never had them in my size.
The classics were Reebok's version of motherfucking Payless shoes. Straight up.
Nah, because they had those aerobic shoes for those.
The 5011s.
Is that what they were called?
The 5011, the ones that Redman was always talking about. Oh,
they were so poorly constructed. Even in the 70s when that style came out, that shoe wouldn't hold up. And remember niggas used to try to play basketball in the motherfuckers in the 90s? Your shit's gonna be ate up, dog. Either your corn gonna be popping out the side of that motherfucker, or the front and back gonna start talking to each other.
Let's see, for that one, I'm actually gonna start. Damn, I think I'm gonna start Air Force Ones. Just for the fact I've never owned Adidas, I'm gonna have to cut them, and then I'm gonna sit the Reebok Classics. So
Only good thing about them classes is you can get them for $30.
Yep.
That's what
say two for $59.99.
So go buy
well, shit, you used to be able to get shell toes for like $50.
Yeah.
Cause I remember I had the black with the white stripes and white shit and white toe and the white heel part. Oh man, them motherfuckers was clean. Just the classic black with the white. Just boom. Whose house?
Hey, the Reebok Classic is why the Cortez stayed so popular.
Well, because the Cortez came in sizes that everybody could fit. If
And
you
they were
if you
well
wore a
made.
13, then that 13 you put on for the Cortez Classic was gonna be a 13.
Say actual 13.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna be an 11. Like, hey man, what y'all doing over there in Great Britain? Kind of feet y'all got over there? Cause what y'all said this was ain't it. Cause I remember my aunt bought me a pair of classics for Christmas, and according to what my shoe size was, they should have fit.
Said they did not, sir.
Nah, nope. So classics were one one pair of shoes that were never in a. Now I did get a pair of the basketball shoe, the high tops, not the ones with the straps, but just the regular high tops, because they had those in a 14s. So I did get a pair of those, and they were alright. I didn't understand what the big deal was about Reebok after wearing them, but that's the only pair of Reeboks I ever had. I wanted to get some AIs, some of the questions, but I just didn't feel like shelling out that bread for them, man. Them motherfuckers was costly at the time.
I see 120. It wasn't Jordan prices at the time.
I mean, back then, 120 for a pair of shoes was. And I ain't even gonna sit here in front. Sometimes cause I'm old, man. I'm old. I mean, every pair of shoes I have now has definitely cost me at least $100. And I'm not saying that in a braggadocious way. I just got big feet, so I know I gotta pay a couple extra bucks to get some fucking shoes, and I gotta pay a couple more to get some shoes that's actually like
cool.
Yeah. And I gotta make sure that they don't look stupid when I'm wearing them, because they 14s and not size 9s.
And that is most definitely a thing. When you get up to about a 12, 13,
The shoe can look
them motherfuckers be looking
completely
wild.
different.
Wild.
Man, me and great nephew had a pair of shoes that was the same pair of shoes. I was like, hey man, why is this little dude's shoes look all fly? Mine look all grotesque. Nah, I ain't buying these. I mean, he can have his, but I'll buy him his, but I ain't buying these for me. Nah.
I almost fucked around and bought some up-tempos the other day, and I looked at them a little bit too long, and I was like, nah, in a 13, them is going to look crazy. Like crazy.
But I usually do a pretty good job of finding decent shoes, you know what I'm saying, that I can match with a bunch of stuff that, because I don't really need flashy shoes. Shit, these here are probably about the flashiest that I got. Just as far as
Sakis.
Air Max, or what are they? The Air, no, not Air. They just they the waffle ones. The waffle ones, and they the neon green waffle ones. So they probably about the like flashy. Those are or my yellow Air Max pre-day ones.
Shit, I'll say if you put them up against a green screen, they'll disappear.
Nah, you'll see them. I feel like I've done this before. Yeah, I feel like I did this before. And for those that don't know, these are the same shoes that oh no, they kind of
Yeah.
Styles P wore when when him and Sheik Luch and J-Ritoc committed murder about a year and a half ago.
Man.
On the live internet.
It's all right. It's all right, Dipset. The fifth member still got you back.
You should have had it a little closer. They needed you.
When Jimmy fell off the stage, I was just like, yeah, this shit is starting to get embarrassing right now.
Jadakiss alone was like,
Man.
I'm in their ass. It's just me just in their ass. I'm just saying. What more can you want?
Man. And y'all had home field advantage. You was on your own turf. All right, and then the last one, we're going NFL drafts. So we got the '83 draft, with all the quarterbacks. Then we got the '89 draft. So Troy Aikman, Barry Sanders, Deion, and Derek Thomas were the four of the first five in that one. And then the 2017 draft with your boy.
With Young Mahomes, huh?
Mahomes and Groper Cleveland at the
Oh,
the
Groper. Young Groper. If you really know me, what I'm about to say is not going to be a surprise whatsoever.
Okay.
I'm going to start the 96 draft. Or was it 96?
83, 89.
I'm going to start the
17.
89 draft.
Okay.
I'm going to sit the 17 draft. And I'm going to cut the 83 draft. Because fuck the 83 draft. The 83 draft can eat a dick. We got Ty Blackledge out that shit.
Yeah,
that
I'm
was some
saying.
fucking bullshit. Fuck the 83 draft. Cut that shit.
I thought you would have started him because they got Blackledge.
Nah. We could have had Elway. We could have had Marino.
Yeah.
We could have had Jim Kelly.
Yeah. Hell,
We
didn't O'Brien go in that draft too?
Yeah, we got Todd fucking Blackledge. Don't get me wrong. Great college quarterback.
But who y'all passed on?
But that was not who you... yeah. So 83 draft gets cut. '89 with DT, hey, I can't go wrong with that. And then 17 with young Mahomes, soon to be the greatest chief.
Shit, is he not already though?
Accomplishment wise, probably.
Because I mean, if let's say he doesn't play another game, he's already in the Chiefs.
Oh, he's definitely in the Chiefs Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
He's in the Pro Hall of Fame if he doesn't play another game. I think.
Borderline, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think he's the greatest chief yet because that's just gonna take some time.
So who does he have to surpass? DT?
He has to. I think he still has to surpass Lynn Dawson, and I think he definitely still has to surpass DT. I would say Tony Gonzalez, but I think he's already surpassed Tony Gonzalez.
And see, you saying Tony Gonzalez, I wouldn't even have thought of him not surpassing him already.
Well, I'm saying because if he didn't have Travis Kelce, I don't know if he would have surpassed Tony Gonzalez by now, but he's surpassed Tony Gonzalez. And Tony Gonzalez has consistently shot himself in the foot with weird comments about Kansas City. So that moved him down my list. I'm petty. Word to the big fist. But I think that I think within the next especially if they win another Super Bowl in the next 3 years. That's him. That's him.
Yeah, I think it's just DT. Like that's the only person that he has left to surpass as far as just Chiefs go. Because even without a ring, like DT was just that dude.
Oh, DT was, and plus, with the way he passed, unfortunately, the wreck and everything, shortening his career, and DT was, man, love some DT. That was my guy. I'll tell you a story when we go off air. What about you?
Man, because he's just I'm on record as saying he's the greatest quarterback that I've ever seen. So I'm going 17. I'm starting because of Pat. Hate to say that shit. That shit just really hurts my heart to say.
Hey man, that was really cleansing of your soul, man.
It really does. It hurts.
That was a cleansing. See, now your skies is gonna be a little bit bluer.
Man,
green gonna be a little, grass gonna be a little bit greener.
They looking up though. They're definitely
They are now, but good Lord.
They on the uprise. Man, and one talking about the Bears, they're the only team in the NFL that's never had a 4,000-yard passer. Like in the history of the fucking league. Like, how does that happen?
Wow.
Not even not one.
Bear down.
Not a single one.
Well, you know what? In defense of the Bears, it's extremely difficult to have someone passing the ball at where they play because it's right off the lake, and the winds are.
I mean, they crazy, but
The winds
still.
Pat could have got it done at
I don't
Soldier
know.
Field.
You know what though? Like he could have went there, and I don't think he would have been Pat.
I don't think. Yeah, he needed that Andy Reid and that year. Because if he'd have went to Chicago, he would have had to start.
Yeah.
And Pat started.
He would have been Trubisky.
Would have been. He'd have been. I think he'd have been better than Trubisky because he's more mobile, and he's. I don't want to say he's smarter, but he's just a better.
Nah, go ahead and say
he's
it.
just,
He's
just a
definitely
better.
smarter.
He's just a better quarterback overall than Trubisky was.
He just sees the game differently.
Yeah.
That was
Trubisky,
the biggest bag fumble.
Only started at North Carolina for 1 year.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I don't know who the quarterback was that he wasn't starting, that he was starting, sitting behind. But if you couldn't beat him out, and I don't even know who he was.
They just wanted a Trubisky in Chicago.
Say because it sounded good. Last name.
Hey, Polish Village. Word to the big fish.
But yeah, I'm going. Starting 17. I'm gonna.
Say it one more time. It'll help.
I'm gonna. Nah, I can't do it again. I'm gonna sit 89 and cut 83.
That's right. Fuck the 83 draft.
Yeah, y'all really could have Marino.
Could have had Marino. Man. I mean, he would not have been. I don't think he would have been the Marino that he wound up being here.
He'd have been all right.
He'd have been all right though. He'd have been all right.
That KC Coke ain't like that Miami Coke.
Oh, that Miami Coke was flying a motherfucker, boy. That was the 80s.
Man.
Oh, yeah. That was before people even knew Miami had Coke like that. They was just down there like, oh, my God, you got Coke? Oh, my goodness. How much is this Coke? Oh, it's next to nothing.
Fresh off the
Yes, I would like a pile of it. And one for the missus.
and my bear.
3 piles for the bear.
Gonna be out shortly.
Thank you. Would you like an appetizer bump? I certainly would. Thank you. We do not advocate the usage of cocaine
At all.
at all.
Even though it is Kansas City.
Oh, it's Kansas City, so
Jesus Christ.
cocaine, Tukey.
Rampage.
Hold on. I just found out what Tukey was.
What?
Tukey.
What's that?
Ah, see. It's a weed spray with the 2K spray.
Hold on, what? Why would you do that?
I don't. Or it's is it weed spray with 2K or is it something spray with 2K?
K2.
Or K2 spray with something. Ah, damn it! I forgot what it was. But it was stupid. I was like, man, why would you smoke K2
Yeah, with anything.
at all? You know we got recreational legal stuff, right? K2. It's not what to do. Do better with your life.
Do anything but that.
I don't know about anything, but definitely do better. Because you could do worse.
Barely.
I mean,
I guess you could.
you could do worse.
Technically, you
I
can.
can definitely tell you. Yeah, you can definitely do worse. But I mean, you already doing pretty bad.
We're pretty fucking bad.
So I mean,
if that's what you doing, you really doing bad.
I don't know what's below the bottom of the barrel, but that is definitely where you could be.
Man.
But you right there.
You
Right,
on
right,
the bottom.
right there though. You like right above under the bottom of the barrel. I don't even know what that is. Soaking up in the wood of the barrel,
like the snails and shit.
You are part of you are part of the devil's share, the devil's cut. You are, it's you in it. You are a part of it now. Yeah.
The camo of recreational drugs.
Ooh.
Steel Reserve.
Oh God. My stomach.
Say make it start bubbling.
Man, Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. I just
shout out
seen
to
his
Christian Johnson comedy.
Yeah, seen his new one where she was frying like burritos, but wasn't cooking the meat first and just dropping them in the grease and then eating it, and the meat was like for real raw. Ridiculous.
Lord have mercy. Oh man. Even though I don't get on Instagram as often anymore, those are still funny to me. Oh man. I should have went to go see him when he came to town. That's my bad. Hopefully other people did go see him, so he'll come back. But this is Kansas City.
I'll say we've had a few comedians come through this year already.
Oh yeah, KC keeps comedians coming
through. It's been a nice little run.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, if you play your cards right, you can get 5-6 checks a year from Kansas City as an entertainer. Unless your name is Genuine, then you pretty much just live here. You working. You are Kansas City's best working local artist. Cause I'll be like, God damn, Genuine's back.
He's like,
he ain't never left. Hold on, didn't he just do a show yesterday? Yeah.
He back.
I just said he never left.
He has a residency.
Hey, he is here. He was like, Soleil was from here, so I'm from here too now. You horny? Let's do it. Oh man! But he keep getting that check. Hey, it's just May. We're not even halfway through the year yet, and I'm not even like, I don't think I'm over exaggerating when I say it. I think Genuine's already been here 6 times this year. From January 1st to May, whatever it is now, I think Genuine has been here 6 times already. Because I recall him being here like once 1 week in January, and then like 2 weeks later for something for Valentine's Day in February. And I was like, hold on. Wasn't Genuine just here? Because I feel like he was just here before he was just here.
And just here again.
And then he's been back, and then he was just been here, and then because he did a show here, and then he did a show in Omaha, then he came back and did another show here, and I was like, hold up, you just did a show here Friday, now you doing a show here on Sunday? What's going on?
Gotta get that paper, cuz.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, yeah, you can get you a nice, consistent check from Kansas City. If you're a comedian or singer or Bay Area rapper.
Most definitely the Bay Area rappers. I don't say who's here more, Genuine or Bay Area.
Oh, Genuine. Genuine. But he don't do no verses. Or hooks. He just come, do his gig, get his check, and bounce.
Bounce.
Bay Area rappers, they gonna come, do their gig, do some verses, get some bread, probably sell some dope, bounce.
Allegedly,
Maybe, possible. Wouldn't be surprised.
There ain't no names.
Word to the Big Fist. Big Fist look like he's pounding down on dope. Pound down on dope. Oh, man.
I'm surprised that they didn't make that the dare symbol. Just a big fist. Keep kids off drugs.
Yeah, they just pretty much taught me to line up. Oh, well.
But yeah, I'll say that was it for the stardom, sit-ems, cut-ems. You got anything?
Nah, I think I'm pretty much aside from I'm a little bit. I'm not gonna get into it or nothing. I'm just letting everybody know. I'm just interested in seeing how this new heavyweight championship title is gonna work out on in WWE. They made up a whole new title because they couldn't or wouldn't take the titles off Roman Reigns. So. Other than that, I ain't got nothing.
I was like, Rock, you got anything?
Nah, I'm cool.
Well, I'll say this is what, the second to last show?
Yep. Next week is it.
And then we go on hiatus, and then we coming back right around what, August-ish, September-ish.
Oh yeah, probably August-ish. I don't know. Football season-ish.
Yeah.
In time to do the draft and stuff. We will be at the Team Monarchy. It's gonna be at the trivia event at Parlor May 31st.
Next Wednesday.
I should say that now because that'll be around. This will be out then. You can see. So next Wednesday, see if you can come beat Team Monarchy.
Say doors open at 7. Starts at 7:30.
Yepper. I ain't even gonna tell y'all who's on the team. I'm not. All right, that's it. I'm done.
All right. Well, I'll say for the sports block with Red Eye, powered by the Monarchy, we out.